Yeah, we've tried to keep things as positive as possible. We had a really good session then out on the track and trained really hard. So, yeah, everything's positive going into the weekend, and we're looking forward to playing on the Friday night stage against the Tigers.
What do you feel like went wrong against the Tigers?
You know, the obvious things, I suppose everyone could have picked it up. We couldn't win the ball out of the centre, and then couldn't get the ball back off them when they had it. So they were the two things that you know, come out of the game, and they're things we pride ourselves on and weren't able to do on the weekend. But in saying that, we've worked hard on those things this week, and looking forward to putting the things that we've worked hard on in place this weekend.
Just quickly on the Swans, some had said you guys have kind of played in the midfield. You guys do anything different in training this week to put you in a better position against Richmond?
Yeah, it'd be nice if I was a midfielder. I'd know what they'd be doing in there. But yeah, we did a lot of tackling stuff, and you know, just things on trying to get the ball back. And you know, we've got a great contested ball side, and they just had an off week. So we're looking forward to bringing that this weekend against the Tigers.
Douglas has had surgery during the week. Don't be a bit of a loss not having him this weekend.
Obviously, it's going to be a big loss losing Dougie, but in saying that, someone from the SANFL gets to step up, and there's an opportunity. You know, Dougie's been great for our club for a long time. He can break the lines and really take the game on. But we've got guys in really good form. You know, Kerridge, Curley, all those guys in the SANFL that are playing really well. They'll get an opportunity, and VB as well. So some really good players in good form.
Is VB one of the guys? Like, do you think he's one of the guys that would come in, or would you think one of the younger guys would get a run?
Oh, that's up to Campo and the match committee later on the week, but they've all been in good form. You know, VB brings his leadership, and you know, he's been great for a long time as well. And then the young guys are hungry and playing really good footy. So Campo will make that call later in the week, but it'll be one of those midfielders, I'd imagine.
Has tackling been a big focus this week? Because there seems to be a few missed tackles, and it's pretty uncharacteristic for you guys.
Oh, it's been one of those things. Yeah, one of the things we've worked on, but it's probably not the major thing. The major thing is getting back to our strength, which is winning the ball from the coldface and then playing it in our half. So that's how we want to play our footy, and yeah, just getting back to what we do well. That's what we've worked on this week.
Winning the footy and winning back the footy. We've had the unsociable Hawks in the past, and Richmond have come out. They want to be the uncomfortable Tigers. That's the way they're playing their footy. What do you make of that?
Oh, yeah, fair enough. We just got to focus on what we're doing. We can't worry about what the Tigers are doing. If we did that each week, the opposition would beat us every week. So for us, it's more about getting back to what we do well, and that's what we're focused on this week.
The Tigers have said they do want to be like seen as the bullies of the AFL and rough other sides up. Are you guys sort of prepared for a bit of a physical battle? Yeah,
well, every week you go into a game at AFL, you can't go into a game without it being physical. So our guys prepare for that each week, and last week we didn't bring it. So it's another opportunity. That's the best thing about footy. The week after, you get an opportunity to rectify yourself, and of course the game's going to be physical. Friday night, it's going to be, you know, a massive build-up, and we can't wait for the first bounce of the ball and to get out there and hit some bodies.
History doesn't always, you know, show where we're going, but you haven't had a great record against top 8 sides sitting in the top 8 this year. Richmond's another one of those sides. How important is it to prove that you can beat quality opposition, you know, to be a genuine finals contender?
Yeah, it's a massive game. You know, you want to beat the sides around you, and you want to play good against the good sides. And we haven't been able to beat a top 8 side this year, so that's something we're really looking forward to. You know, taking on another great side that's in probably the form of the competition, and yeah, challenging them and playing well against a good side is what you pride yourself on, and we haven't been able to do it. So. Yeah, going into this week, we're pumped that we're up against a good side, and we'll challenge ourselves this week.
How's that Brody Martin going? Is he back at training after that illness?
Yeah, he is. He's been around the club, and he's been doing some stuff. So the doc will make a call on a couple of guys later in the week. So yeah, there's a couple of guys that have been ill, Brody Martin and all the rest. So yeah, they're fine. They've been around the club. They've trained. So yeah, it'll be a call for the doc later in the week.
And who do you expect to go to on the weekend? Jack Rewalt?
Yeah, it'll depend how they match up, I suppose, but they've got a few good forwards. You know, Jack Rewalt's been in really good form playing up the ground. Tyrone Vickery's been kicking a lot of goals, and then they've got a couple of others as well. So, yeah, those two guys will probably be who I match up on first, but just depending on how the game's going, I could end up on anyone really. So.